All right, this is Mr. Deuth. I'm going to talk to you today about a few other technology tools. Um, these are technology tools that we can use to be communicating with each other while we're all at home. But these are a little less formal than email, which is something that I covered in my very first video that I put out in this series of technology tools that we're using. The first one I'm going to show you today is Hangouts. So I'm going to go to hangouts.google.com. Okay. And you can see that I'm logged in over here with my school account, Deuth E at Waterloo Schools. And I've already had a couple of conversations started here. I can start a new conversation with somebody by typing in their name. I can have a group chat with more than one person if I want to. I was chatting with student, who is our fake student account that I've been using to demonstrate some of these things. So you can see that I can send a message to student. And I can do this from my computer. I can also do this from my phone. So I'll show you really quick. I've got the Hangouts app right there. And when I click on it, and I'll pull up the student conversation there, you can see that. I can type in another message. This is available both in Android and the Apple App Store. So no matter what type of phone you have, you can use it, and you can see the message that I just typed in shows up down here. Students, you can use this on your phones. If you have an iPad or other sort of tablet, just go to whatever app store that your device has and search for Google Hangouts, and this will pop up. Okay. We could add somebody to the chat. I could add Miss Herrings, or I could add my wife, Mrs. Deuth. We can close out of this window, start a new conversation over here. I can see my contacts list over here. There's also more options. Google Hangouts is a super great resource. You can even see over here, we can do video calls, we can do phone calls, we can do messages, okay? Cool thing about the app on my phone that I'll just share with you really quick is I've got like the Bitmoji and all that fun stuff on my phone. So I can send Bitmojis. So I just sent one there to student. You can see that pop up. You can't really do that on a computer or a Chromebook very well, but if you've got those things installed on your phone, that works pretty great. So that's always fun. You can have multiple of these popped up at once. So you can see I've got one with Miss Herrings here. Got one going here with student. I can have multiple of those pulled up at once if I'm talking to more than one person at once. Here's another thing we can do. We'll hop over here and we'll log in as student quick. So I click on this and change my account to student. And we should be able to see our chat thread with Mr. Deuth pop up over here in just a second. And there it is, Mr. Deuth's Bitmoji, all that fun stuff going on in there. Let's say that I want to call Mr. Deuth. Okay, so I can click this video call. Okay, that's going to bring up my webcam on my computer. Then you should be able to see here in a second that student is calling my phone. I can answer that. I'm going to select the video option. I'm also going to mute the mic. But now you can see I'm talking to student on my phone, and I can, help them out with whatever they need. You can turn your camera sideways, I think. Maybe. Nope, that doesn't work. That's okay. You could still go this way. You can help answer questions. Obviously, the video quality is not super great, but in this time where we're all stuck inside, it's better than nothing, okay? So I'll go ahead and hang up here on my phone. But that's a great resource to reach out, and you can reach out to anybody in our Waterloo Schools domain. So anybody with an at waterlooschools.org or at wlu.org email address, students, teachers, you can reach out to them. You can video chat, you can text chat, You can have a phone call with them. Okay. Obviously, all of these things need some sort of internet connection, whether that's Wi-Fi at home or your cellular data. Be careful if you're using this when you're not attached to a Wi-Fi. You might use up a lot of data, even if you're doing a phone call. That's how those phone calls work. So, yeah, cool. So that's Google Hangouts. There's a ton of fun stuff you can do with that. Let's also check out Google Meet second. Meet.google.com. That's the website you're going to go to. When I pull this up, you can see that I can click this button, join or start a meeting. Let's do that. Let's say that I'm going to do student tutoring. This will create the meeting, but obviously there's no one else in this meeting yet. But I can, even just now, I can see that I've got my webcam pulled up, so I can get a preview of what that's going to look like. It's telling me that it's using my webcam and my microphone and my computer. I can mute that. I can turn my camera off if I need to step away from my computer for a minute. All that fun stuff. Okay, and then if I want to add other people, I can send this meeting invite. It's a link right here, so I could send that. If I have people that want to join via their cell phone, you can tell them to dial this phone number right here. Obviously, they wouldn't be seen, but they could at least hear and talk during the meeting. You could also send them this 9-digit PIN number. Okay, you could copy this joining info. Click that. It should say down here, copied to clipboard, and then you could send that in an email, or you can click add people down here. If I want to add student at wlu.us, I start typing that in. I can click their name, and when I click send invite down here, it will send them an email. They click the link in the email, and they will be added to the meeting. Okay, so Google Meet, I think you can have multiple people. I can't remember how many total people you can have in a meeting, but it's quite a few. If you're not sure, I would just Google it, ask Google how many people you can have in a Google Meet. Some of the other cool things you can do is there's a chat feature, so you can chat with people even while you're videoing with them. And you can present now, so I could share my computer screen. So if I want to share a window from my screen, you can see I've got a lot of stuff going on my computer, but I pick the one that I want to share. Maybe I share my entire screen, and I've got a second screen open right now, so I can share that. And it's going to say I'm presenting my screen. And then I forget how I see that, but yeah, there you go. So then I can move my mouse around up here, maybe open something up and demonstrate how to use something or how to do something. It's pretty great. So your teachers might be asking you to join these Google Meets while we're all sitting at home. It's a great way to communicate with each other while we're stuck at home. So Google Meet, Google Hangouts, these are just a couple of the things that I think all of us can benefit from using while we're stuck at home. So make sure you explore them. Make sure you're logged in with your school account, okay? Whatever that school account is for you, make sure you're logged in with that. It will work, like I said, on a Chromebook, any computer, any mobile device that's connected to the internet. iPhone. I've even got my iPad here. It works on those. It'll work on everything. So download it, use it. Let's get in touch with each other and make sure that we're staying in touch while we're all stuck at home. So have a great day. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean, wash those hands, and hopefully we'll see each other